say they are still following leads here. They're not letting their guard down just in case. So, Brian, tonight, security remains high for some Colorado officials.
Kristen Dahlgren starting us off out of Monument, Colorado tonight. Kristen, thanks. An awful week for the U.S. Marine Corps. Got even worse last night when a Marine shot and killed a male, then a female colleague, then shot himself to death. It happened at the Officer Candidate School at Marine Corps Base Camp Quantico, about 40 miles south of Washington. All 3 people involved were staff members. Earlier this week, 7 Marines were killed in a morning accident during a live fire exercise in the Nevada desert. Those federal budget with a high profile air traffic control tower,
Ditya,
small and
stop.
medium-sized airports across the country. You see Pete Williams, look at the list from Washington from Pete Williams. Brian, good evening. The FAA says it has to do this to meet the goal of cutting more than $600 million. But starting in 2 weeks, it's shutting down air traffic control towers in 38 states, affecting operations at 149 small and medium-sized airports nationwide. It's not expected to have much impact on commercial airline schedules, but it will affect operations at airports like Frederick, Municipal, and Maryland. The towers will shut down because the FAA is laying off the contract controllers. Another example, Greenville, South Carolina, which handles an average of 80 flights a day. These airports will not shut down completely because most planes can land without controllers.
ఇక్కడ కింద అడుగురా కింద
other FAA facilities which will have their own problems coping with layoffs. The group
వెనక్కి పడుతూ
for private plane owners tonight calls this extremely disappointing and says the same federal agency responsible for ensuring aviation safety is now taking steps to compromise it. Brian? Pete Williams on this still developing story tonight. Pete, thanks. Now we go to Chicago and the outrage being expressed there today over Mayor Rahm Emanuel's plan to close dozens of that city's public schools. 30,000 kids will be moved to different schools back on the city's south and west sides. And Chicago is not the only city where budget problems are forcing big changes in the public schools. Our chief education correspondent, Rahima Ellis, is in Detroit tonight after an all-day conference as part of our Education Nation initiative. Rahima, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Detroit is like a lot of cities struggling with budget deficits and closing schools like the one behind me. But the proposed shutdowns in Chicago are more than any city has ever attempted all at one time. Outrage intensified as word spread. 54 public schools in Chicago are slated to close at the end of this school year.
My child has been here ever since he's been going to school.
It's just so sad to think that they're all going to be separated.
The city is working to address a $1 billion budget deficit and says these closures could save $560 million over the next 10 years. But before it can save, it has to spend $223 million to reconfigure the schools absorbing new students.